Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Here's Bonnie and Greg Dixon with the Laptop Freedom Show. And today we're going to talk about some health products that can help with your personal health care over the busy season and beyond. And we've been with LifeWave. It's a company that's been in business for 20 years now. And we're there 4 years, and they're steadily growing. But the first thing here is we're going to talk about the products themselves and the health benefits of those. So, Bonnie, you want to say a few things?
Yes. Since 1989, I've been involved in the natural products industry in wholesale, retail, manufacturing, and distribution. And when I was introduced 4 years to this product line, this company, I was very impressed because it is a wearable technology that uses ancient wisdom and modern technology. And it's safe. It's safe to be used on small people. If they can speak, they can use it, and elders and everything in between. And what I love is it's not only safe, it can be used with other modalities of healing or whatever you're working with your doctor. In fact, we encourage people to talk to their doctor about this or healthcare professional they're using because it works seamlessly with the other ways of healing. And then over time, this is the exciting part. Over time, it gets better and better when you're when you're using this technology. And we love to say this that we're 60 going on 16.
Yeah.
So much fun. And Greg, tell them an experience that you've had with it. I thought it was pretty amazing.
Well, I've always gotten along well with the Eons. I wear that at night, and it helps me sleep better, and I wake up more refreshed. So this is it. This is it. So it helps with sort of anti-inflammatory stuff, and it helps with kind of calming, and that's what I think. I sleep better and wake up more refreshed. And and I mentioned recently in a recent broadcast that I in a severe lapse of judgment, I went out and tried to help with the courier company for a while, and I was out, 12 to 15 hours a day delivering packages, and so I anyway I used Eon at night to help me sleep because I was not getting a whole lot of sleep, and then I was using the other patches to help me get through the day, and I think it helped. I was able to do the job and make it through the day with maintaining energy and strength. So you want to talk about a few of those other patches there?
Oh, sure.
Because more or less I used all of them.
Well, there's a really nice array that we love to use together. One is the X39. This is the core product, the core patch that we use. And when we say patch, let me get one out here. We'll get one out here out of the X49 instead. These are small, as you can see, little round patches.
You stick on your head.
Or stickers and pull off the backing. They're non-transdermal. Nothing's going to go in your body. This is a wearable technology. And as we exude the infrared or heat off of our body, it activates these patches. And as they're placed on the body, and we have, when you get them, you get a little brochure, shows you where to place them. And then we also have live talks where you can learn and ask questions about them, where to place them. Simple, easy to use, take off the back, stick it on, and let it do its work for 12 hours. And then after 12 hours, we peel it off and toss it away, and it's done its job. And so I like to say, put them on in the morning when you're brushing your teeth and take them off at night when you're brushing your teeth. It's a pretty easy reminder. And the main thing about them is because they're safe and effective, people after a while say, well, do I still need to use them? But back to brushing your teeth. Do you still brush your teeth? You want to take care of your body over time as we grow older, especially in our age group, a little older. Our what we call master cells, they start declining. We're having less and less of them being built in our body and created. So this X39, which we started with talking about a moment ago, actually helps raise those copper peptides in the body. Copper peptides then turn into and help create the mast cells or master cells in the body that go and do what they need to do to repair our body. And so instead of declining, we actually can maintain and or increase those mast cells. So therefore, like when we are young, you get a cut and it heals right away. When we're older, it seems to take a long time. But many people notice when they're using the X39, they heal so much faster, especially for people as we grow older. And they might be having, issues. They might even be having surgeries. The recovery time is sometimes daunting for people. But with the X39, it is so very helpful. People go, oh my gosh, my doctor says I've never seen anybody heal that fast. That's one of the things we often hear. Now, there's a sister patch called the X49. And those are kind of silly names, but that's what they are. And the here we'll go this way. The X49, I love to say, for people like myself who have been dealing with a decade of high blood pressure, with the combination of the two, we often find people can go to their doctor and say, I'm checking myself all the time and my blood pressure has normalized. That happened to me. It's pretty exciting. And so we actually ask people to track themselves with their face, take a picture, with their blood pressure, with their blood panel. And now we love to say, make sure that you track your healthy bone scans, because our friend Peggy down in Dallas, she's 79 going to 80. Her bone scan has less fracture rate showing. So she went from like an 18 on an osteoporotic fracture rate down to a 9. And on her hip fracture rate, it went down from a 9 to 2. Now, where does that happen with an elder? I don't know. But for those weekend warriors, that's what Greg was doing, only he was doing it all week long. People just are on amazement with the energy and stamina that they have. And so whether you're young or old, if you're young and you're like love sports, wow, this is the cat's meow. This really is helpful. We can be used in the Olympics, and they just were in that recent Olympics. I saw a shot putter with them on because we have been checked out by the World Anti-Doping Agency. And that anti-doping agency says that can be used. The LifeWave products, the LifeWave wearable technology can be used in the Olympics. And just for fun, Greg, you and I have seen this happen. You filmed her. She has 11,000 views now, and that is our friend Tina Coulter, is an equine therapist, and she added it to her practice on horses. And it's actually clinically studied for horses. Horses don't have a placebo effect, and neither do we. But we actually, when used on horses, it can relieve that fire in the body. They're hurting. These are big animals. Some of them are really big animals here.
Yeah. Sometimes too many kukuli donuts. And they're bannets.
And when they're really hurting, that's when we have this amazing 2-patch system called LifeWave. And LifeWave is often used for acute things. Oh, you've just done too much work. You have, slipped and fallen. You have after surgery. You have, head pain.
Yeah, actually, I had a recent experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just had some, I let my dental cleaning lapse for a few years. And so they had to do some industrial work on it. And the first time I went in, it was quite painful. And the second and third time I went in with used the LifeWave, and it was much less. I was much less anxious, and I didn't have any really sharp pain. Mm-hmm. So it's great.
Mm-hmm. So think of your body like a house, and it's got the electrical currents going through it. And a Chinese lady taught me this, that when these electrical currents are going through, all is well. But if they get blocked or stuck, it feels like, ow, ow, ow. And the LifeWave opens up what they call the channels or meridians in the body. In fact, it's actually 200 times faster than your actual nervous system, those pathways. And so these wonderful little patches go on the body and get that moving again. Some people feel it within minutes. I have seen a video of someone feeling it within 37 seconds. Now, for some long-term issues, chronic issues, one friend wore them for 2 solid weeks, the LifeWave, and then boom, she said she could not believe it. All that hardship she had dealt with for so many years, 30 years, gone gone. And so we're thrilled about using the products. We're thrilled about the company. And
there's more.
And there's more. I want Greg to tell you a little bit about some exciting stuff.
Well, no, actually, along the lines of us 60 going on 16, there's some skincare products, which we haven't got to yet.
No, we haven't. So many times, people go out and pay $200, $300 for some fancy dancy cream. Well, guess what? This company, David Schmidt, made sure that we had a system. Now, the system comes with patches called Alavita and the creams, and there's one more that's an eye cream. There's a day cream, a night cream, and a 2 months worth of patches. And it's like $149, and that's for 2 months. And I've been using the patches first and later added the creams in, and together it is such a value deal. You can buy them all separate, but together as a deal, they're amazing. And you do get 2 months of the cream and 2 months of the patches. I call it more than a pretty face, because with the patches, I use them at night to get this deep, restful sleep. And I was already a good sleeper, but now I feel rested when I get up in the morning, and people keep telling me, you're looking younger. You're looking younger. So it's like a no surgery facelift. And we have people that the clinicals are for sure that the less wrinkles and fine lines in the face. But for people who track themselves, they will notice the lifting above the eyebrows, the under the eyes, around the mouth. Hey, this is the worst side effect. More hair growth.
More hair growth.
It was not clinically studied, but that does seem to be a really common, and also the hair turning back dark again. And I find that fascinating. But more than that, when someone tells me this helped me, this really helped me, my own sisters, my husband, myself, friends go, thank you for sharing. This is an experiential. I can talk all day, but until you order them and try them yourself, then you won't understand. And once you try them, you go, oh my gosh, I've got to tell everybody about it.
Yeah, and it's worth a try. Mm-hmm. There's if you're not happy with them, there's a money back guarantee for them. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing to lose and a lot to gain.
Right. Nothing to lose, a lot to gain. And it may be for you and it may not be for you. But for sure, it's someone that you know that's waiting to hear from you. As soon as you try them, you'll want them to try them with you even. And again, the other funny thing is anyone that has a horse, you definitely want to try this out for your horse as well. And the other last thing I want to share is a lot of our clients have parents that are trying them.
Yeah, yes, for sure. Yeah.
Because the parent, the daughter or the son are trying to help the parents. And because it's safe and non-transdermal and effective, people order them for their parents, and the parents are so happy because they're not hurting anymore.
That's perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we are broadcasting this, and we're calling it the Laptop Freedom Show. Mm-hmm. And so you may be wondering why we're talking about LifeWave in terms of laptop freedom. Well, as well as just having great health benefits, it's also a good multi-level marketing opportunity. And there's my alarm clock going off for something completely different. Mm-hmm. And so we've been a member for 4 years.
4 years.
We know some people who are making a very comfortable, substantial living with it. Some, as this is the only thing they do, and some this is their side hustle. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to pop up something on the screen here.
Some people already have a business and they just do a value added to their business, like Tina, the horse equine therapist, or our other friend who has a retreat center. It's value added. She keeps it at the retreat center and introduces it to people all the time. Yeah.
So this is business for home, and it rates a bunch of home-based business opportunities. And LifeWave had been number one for the longest time, and now it's got squeaked out by Live Good, but still very high. And if you go to the website, you can research things, and many of these things you probably have familiarity with them. And here's this. This is the growth of the company there from 20 million to 370 million over what's that, 6 years or something like that. 5 years. And so pretty good. And pays out 35%. Pretty good. Oh, the numbers are going up as we watch. Yeah. So
we're in 80 countries around the world.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be limited to just the US. And Greg wanted to address that.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So the laptop freedom is you can, because it's in 80 countries, you can travel and live and work anywhere. And some of you may not be thinking this yet, but your some substantial changes may come with the new administration that may cause in the US that may cause the wheels to fall off your cart that you're expecting now. And actually it could affect Canada too, because there's some threats of high tariffs, which could lead to a lot of chaos, like job losses.
So we definitely are your plan B for two things. Plan B, being healthy, a healthy plan B, and then also a wealthy plan B. It's always good to have multiple streams of income, especially when it's world buffeted. So, I could go to Germany. It's doing well in Germany. Mexico is just loves this company.
Yeah.
And we opened South Korea recently last year. Hasn't been quite a year. And so when you could travel the world, or you have relatives or family members or friends around the world, you can call them and be doing business. So you are buffered a little bit.
You're buffered. Yeah.
I love the way it pays out. Greg has it drop directly into his bank account.
Yeah. Yes.
It's wonderful.
And then I send it to Bonnie.
Oh, yes. And sends it to me, of course.
Yeah. So Bonnie's the person that mostly meets with people, and you lead a number of groups every week with your team, and you do broadcasts with Irina and others. So here's this is a link, and it's in the show notes, and I'll put it in the chat, to healthywealthycamper.com/Bonnie, and she does a fairly good presentation for her as a group, and there's a video here for that. Also, some videos that are created by LifeWave themselves, like what is phototherapy. This is your little broadcast with Irina, where you did something, and then a bit about the opportunity. And here's the founder, David Smith, with his daughter, demonstrating how to place the patches, the IceWave patches for pain relief.
Now, often we want to know about a company and who are they and how long have they been in business? Well, they've been in business 20 years. But David Schmidt himself has been in the regenerative technology field for over 30. And he actually worked with the U.S. Navy down in San Diego with the submarine division. And what they did is, when you're in a submarine, a big tube under the water for 3 months at a time, your body, the circadian rhythms get off center. You can't coffee your way out of that one. So David actually, that's where the first patch 20 years ago was introduced, called the energy patch. Now the energy patch is not like caffeine energy. This is energy throughout your body. So moving the energy, the 4 volts of electricity in our bodies, moving it, make sure it's circulating. And so what we noticed is that once they were out in the field, the athletes started picking up on it. And it was the 2004 Olympics that the Berkeley team swept the golds, and the World Anti-Doping Agency said, what is going on here? And so we were thoroughly checked out, and we are able to be used in sports. And that's really, really exciting to know. But even us that are just doing weekend warrior stuff, you're building a fence one weekend, or you're moving, or you're helping someone else move. That's common. or you're just doing a big project at home and you need that sustained energy. That's where this can come in, because there's no harm to the body and you feel better for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fabulous. Actually, on the debaters this week on the CBC, it was about whether you should have a pickup truck, and the pickup truck is just an invitation for everybody wanting you to help them move. But anyway, we digress. So again, I'll put it back on the screen here. contact us. Many of you already know our LinkedIn. Contact us with LinkedIn. You know Bonnie, and go visit here, healthywealthycamper.com/Bonnie. Make an appointment. Take a look at some of those videos, and there's a link to our LifeWave website if you want to go there and see, because there's all sorts of resources there too. And yeah, so I think that's all we have to say for today.
Today we have exciting news, though. Stay tuned, because David Schmidt, the inventor, he has more products coming out, and they're not patches. The patches will always be here.
Okay.
But we have products going to support the patches and your life. So I'm very excited. 2025 is you can make it your best year ever. Let's do it together.
Let's do it together. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.